Hey yo, it's Daeni. I want to thank you for watching and for joining me today as I'm here to talk about the DB9 Carbine, short for Diamondback 9mm carbine. Carbine because it looks like an AR, but it is really a what they call it, a 9mm pistol. I mean, it's an AR, but it's a that's why it's carbine. It's in that funny space. Not really practical, useful, but it'll do some damage. I just want to share with you the basics after I fired this at the range, and I hope you enjoyed. But before we get into all that, I hope you enjoyed. But before we get into that, I want you to enjoy this montage. So, cue the montage. Alright, we're back, and now I'll break the weapon down. I'm going to show you a couple of things that you might not know about this particular firearm, and that is, well, the strap, since I took it off, it's, I made it, because I didn't want to pay too much money for one, so I already said that. I have a video on how you can make it yourself, if you're trying to save some money, so, that looks better. So, you know, take a look at that. I'll probably link it. Here's some of the stuff that it comes with. Alright. I put on the weapon. This is the Amazon's, one of their top pick tripods or bipods for your ARs. Matched it with a red, like, hold on, let me pick it up without dropping anything. Matched it with this, so, you know, coordinate. I think I had this on my other AR, so that's why I kind of use the same color, because I could just take this off and I can put it on another weapon, which is why I basically bought this, because I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't recommend it because this piece right here isn't too solid, and you end up like, end up having it be wonky and stuff. Can't really use it, to be honest with you. The range that I happen to go to provides a rest for your weapon, so it ain't that big of a deal. So, you know, there's that. So with that said, I just want to show you the mag pull sights. Olive green. I didn't pick this color by choice. It was all they had left. I bought this during I didn't buy the weapon during the pandemic, but I did buy the sights. And last year, for some reason, it was all the sights was MIA. So you know, you do what you gotta do. And then I ended up buying a Magpul quarter angle grip, whatever they call it. And I had to add all these Picatinny rails on it because it didn't come with that. It only comes with this factory installed Picatinny rail that is at the top of the weapon. Then we're going to talk about the Holosun solar power sights, and the pistol grip and the buttstock. The pistol grip and the buttstock are both Magpul, and you get the fancy free publicity that their logo on the weapon, so everyone knows. It doesn't come with a forward assist or whatever they call that, because you can't really do that with this. the extractor doesn't work like that, and we'll take a look at that later when I break the weapon down. The trigger is also a typical AR-15 trigger with an AR-15 body, just the BCG is different. Yeah, but you can't really use it on AR, so don't try, because like I said, you don't have the forward assist that you need that normally comes on an AR, typical AR, okay? The breakdown is relatively similar. You can do it with your hands, or you can get the right tools. You pop this stuff out, you bang, 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 take that out. This right here is your buffer tube. Be careful, you'll bust yourself in the face or bust a couple of windows out. Some people like to use like pins and stuff. Actually, I don't even need to take it out, do I? But it's a softer buffer tube. I think it's like a lightweight, it ain't that heavy. Okay. You get your charging handle. This is not the factory install. You get these cheap. So if you go to a car show, just fired it, so it's really dirty. You go to a car show, you can if you go to an auto show, don't buy it there. You can get it on like Wish or something like that. I think this is literally, if you go to the gun shows, I think that they get these off of like Alibaba or something like that, because I swear it's the same thing. Same thing, or just go legit, like straight order from like Palmetto Armory, one of these big websites, or if you know someone who's reputable, you know, you might want to holler at them. Okay, so this is the BCG, almost similar to a AR-15, except for it don't have the gas tube at the top, so that the wheel is really dirty, guys. So that you can push back, so you can eject it. It uses straight up the power of the powder inside of the cartridge to eject to put the force on it, so you can eject the cartridge. Okay, it's relatively simple to take down. I don't recommend it. This is the furthest that I've taken this down. Actually, no, I've taken out the firing pin before, by just simply removing this pin right here. Same thing like an AR, and then you get access to it. Similar, not the same. So I stand corrected. Full disclosure, this is just my opinion. Taking advice from me is stealing. So, you know, do what you need to do, all right? And here's the extractor. Do what you need to do. You got to be careful, though, because I was firing steel, which isn't my favorite to fire. If you don't know, now you do, because it tends to damage the extractor. Steel on steels can be very aggressive, and these aren't cheap. So if you're going to buy yourself a carbine, 9mm, any carbine at that, and you're going to fire a steel case, you got to take that into consideration, that you might want to have a couple of extra extractors on you, because this will get damaged and you will be SOL. This is an 18-inch barrel, like a typical AR, and it keeps it out of that whole ATF situation. So, you know, there's that, and it comes together. It's really difficult. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, if you get it like this, just keep it like this. You can remove the barrel or the guard from the barrel. You can move that, and then, you know, take it apart. But this is the furthest I think that you'll ever need to take it. You know, it's enough to clean the weapon and get all the grime out. You know, so real quick, let me just. I want to bust out I can't even find my snake. I was gonna get the snake thing and I'm gonna hook it up for y'all, but I'm gonna put it together and probably have to take it apart again. I didn't really think I was gonna break the weapon down, to be honest, but you know, we here now. And here's how you put it back together: the buffer screen and the tube and all that. Just force it in. You might have to press down on this part right here. I forget the name, it's up to my tongue, but it's not important. But you gotta take that down. You can just push it in. It's not really that difficult. And that's it for the pistol grip and the buffer part of the weapon. You install it the same way that you install your typical AR. You pop this in right here, and then you slide this right here, and you just like clip it in. That's it. And just like any typical AR, you know, you don't have to break it down to this degree, because you can just like lock in the forward and then just like drop it at an angle. And when it's like this, you kind of get access to all of the parts you need. You can clean your rod. You can use your rod to clean it. You can get the BCG and the charging handle, and you get to use the buffer too, and you can wipe down the inside of the trigger assembly. It's really simple, and that's it actually. It's a really quick breakdown, really easy to use, to break down, to clean. It's light. Well, this setup, including this, when it's on it, is going to weigh about 8 pounds, which without any of this fancy schmancy high-speed gear, you're probably looking at about 7 pounds. It's not that heavy. It's not that heavy. I mean, if you're gonna walk with this, I hope you have a strap. You're gonna hold this in your hand, and after a while, it might get to you. But other than that, oh yeah, and this part, it comes off. Normally, when you get these on your weapons, they can rotate freely. Not on this one. This one, once it gets in here, it's basically locked in the position that you put it. So you got to be careful with that. I don't really like it, but I've grown to get used to it. So that's just how I roll with this. And I don't really use this for much. Also on the Magpul too, guys, it has this little piece right here. I forgot to tell you. Most Magpul come with it where you can store batteries, but my sights are solar panels, so I have never ever used this. And there you go. You get your whole situation if you may need it. But other than that, that's it. That was the breakdown and the reassembly of the DB9 Carbine by Diamondback. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to hit that like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. User stars 1.